Well, hi students, and welcome back to Module 2. Yay! This is still BA1152 Quality 505152 Quality Tools. That's right. Okay, I'm still Glennis Thompson. I'm still your instructor. Okay, so this week we're going to get into the 7 quality tools. And so we're going to look at what I call the grams, histogram, cause and effect, or fishbone diagram, and scattergram. So these are 3 tools of the 7. And we're going to actually be given data, and you're actually going to submit homework to me. Okay? So I'm going to go into the module and give you a little bit of information. These are the 7 quality tools. And if you were in my BA11, was it 50 or 51? I don't remember now. In Module 4, we briefly touched on these for that 1 week. But meanwhile, in this class, we're going deep diving into this. Okay? So, the grams. Okay, so the cause and effect or fishbone diagram is a causal diagram. You're looking for the cause of something. It shows the causes of a specific event per Wikipedia. Our optional textbook indicates that the cause and effect or fishbone diagrams are used for working with ideas, specifically for generating, grouping, and deciding. So let me show you what one looks like. This is from Wikipedia. You'll see this image on that page when you get to the reading. So if you're looking for factors contributing to a defect, okay, so, something's not working in your manufacturing process or in your, well, in this case, this would be like a manufacturing or a production process. So something's not right. The product is not coming out correctly. So what you want to do is look at so many different things. You draw this line here. This is the defect. What could be causing this defect, which is causing the effect of it not being correct? Measurements, materials, personnel, environment, methods, machines. So it's like, well, it could be the measurements. Maybe we didn't measure correctly. Think about if you I watch a lot of the DIY channel when they put countertops in, the soapstone or butcher block. It has to be exactly correct. It has to fit. And so it could be the measurements, could be the materials, could be the personnel, the environment, the methods, the machines. And then you start breaking it down. You don't have to have necessarily the same number. Like here they had 3, here these others they had 2. So if you're saying maybe it's the measurement, so you're brainstorming for things. So maybe it's the calibration, maybe it's the microscopes, maybe it's the inspectors. What could be the things pertaining to the measurements? And if you're looking at materials, maybe it's the alloys, maybe it's the lubricants. Let's look at the suppliers. Are they sending quality product? Are we using it correctly? If you're looking at personnel, are the shifts working? Are we able to get everything correct with the shifts we have? Is the training lacking or is it adequate? Are the operators doing their job? I would put another one in here about supervision somewhere, either with shifts or operators. Are the supervisors making sure that everything is working correctly? If it's the environment, is the temperature too much or the humidity level correct? What if the methods, the angle, the engager, the brake, and if it's the machines, the speed, and the wear? So you're brainstorming things. Okay, that's what that does. A histogram is an accurate representation of the distribution of numerical data. Okay. It is an estimate of the probability distribution of a continuous variable, a quantitative variable per Wikipedia. Our optional text indicates that histograms and scattergrams are used for working with numbers. Okay, a scattergram is a type of plot or mathematical diagram using Cartesian coordinates to display values for typically 2 variables for a set of data. Okay, so I know that sounds really like somebody tells you how to, like on your first day on the job and they tell you 35,000 things and expect you to remember them. I know that's overwhelming. Let's get down to where the rest of all the information is. Okay, so this week there is one discussion. And if you've taken my classes before, these classes like this, you know that the assignments are worth 50 points. And here they still are, but you've had one assignment worth 50 points. Here you have 3 assignments, so 2 of them are worth 20 points. One is worth 10 for no other reason than they need to add up to 50. And I was not going to do what's 50 divided by 3. 16.66666 points. No way, no how, So there's 20, 20, and 10 only because that adds up to 50. There's no other, not any one is any more or less important than the other. You have to turn in the homework. That's it. Okay, here's where you found this video lecture. Only it's not going to look like this because this is last year's and this format isn't working anymore. Okay, so in your readings, what I did was I added 3 articles for each type of homework. Okay, so the cause and effect fishbone, or it's also called an Ishikawa diagram. So I found 3 for that, 3 for the histogram, and 3 for the scattergram. And I used Wikipedia as the first one for each because I like Wikipedia and I think it gives a lot of good information. So go through the readings and get an idea of what these documents are and what they do. All right. I've given you 2 videos for each of the 3. One for each is what is, and the other is how to create. All right, I hope that helps. Now, as I've said before, please feel free to build your own library. If these readings and videos don't work for you, then there's some 4-year-old on YouTube who will show you how to do this. And of course, contact me through messages if you have any questions or need assistance. So these will tell you how to do it. I have given you data a little bit below here. Now, there is more information, more readings about the fishbone and scattergrams. And the reason I saved these is because the other people who taught these found this, and I didn't want to misuse theirs. I mean, this is valuable information. And so it's how to do it. There's some information here about Six Sigma. So key points about the fishbone diagram. I left it in here because if it's valuable to you, then you should use it. But this other information that I gave you up here may be all you need, but feel free to poke around at these and see if any of them will help you. Okay, now we get into your homework. All right, so the first one is a fishbone diagram. Okay, create a fishbone diagram based on a defined scenario that is given to you and involves specific data and the main bones on the fishbone. Okay, I don't have that. Okay, you can create a fishbone diagram. You can use one of the ones from the videos, but just don't copy them. Okay, create a fishbone diagram based on loose definition of a problem, but you'll have to come up with the main. Create your own. Okay, so look around your house, look around your work. Right now there's some interesting things in the news going on that maybe you can figure out, like how to work from home or how to do your homework from home or something like that. And so, yeah, so I have this. I apologize. This information is down here. Okay, so you can create one of your own, create your own scenario that comes up with working with ideas, talk to people. These two are kind of the same. I just need this created. So, all right, so here is the scenario for option 1 right here. All right, so the scenario. A process exists which makes printed circuit boards that go into electronic devices. These circuit boards have a variety of electronic components on them which get soldered onto the circuit board. The circuit boards then go into a testing area to make sure they are working. After being tested successfully, the circuit boards then get shipped to the final customer who puts them in their electronic products that get sold to their customers, who is the general public interested in purchasing the electronic devices. There's been an obvious increase in the number of circuit boards that are not passing the circuit board test. This is causing a lot of rework and sometimes scrap of the boards that can't be repaired, which in turn leads to higher costs for making the boards. The process owners have gotten together to discuss the causes for the problem of defective boards. Based on their discussion, the following has emerged and needs to be documented on a fishbone diagram to better see how the causes are related to each other. More importantly, how they relate to the problem. So, given this information, create a fishbone diagram using these are the main bones and the accompanying data. Draw the fishbone diagram with the main bones and then attach the data items to it. So just exactly like this. So we've given you this part and you fill this in. Okay. Using the following data, place these. So if these are your main bones, where do these go using that? Okay. So it's kind of like a matching test. Okay. So you can use that first one. All right. The other one is you can create one, create a fishbone diagram based on the following concern. What could cause employee dissatisfaction in the workplace? Note that in this case, the concern is the equivalent to the problem. So something like factors causing employee dissatisfaction would be the fish head. Your task is to come up with the main bones that should be used to represent the main causes for the concern in the fishbone diagram and come up with various causes for the concern and workplace. So this would be Factors causing employee dissatisfaction would be the fish head, and you're going to fill in the rest. The other one is to talk to family, friends, and coworkers to identify the problem. Now, up here, I did say something about talk to your family, friends, and coworkers, identify any causes of an event. So something around your house, something around your work. I know that's a little bit difficult right now, so you might want to do one or two. You can certainly look up something else, watch something on a TV show. Watch a TV show that has what's the problem. I mean, it could be a DIY show, could be, the Great British Bake Off or whatever it's called. Some kind of a thing where you're looking for an idea and you have to put it in that fishbone. So it's pretty optional. If you're nervous, then try matching this up here. Otherwise, try to come up with your own scenario. All right, that takes care of the first one. All right, your discussion is talking about fishbone diagrams, that of brainstorming. And there's some information about brainstorming here and here. In this discussion, tell us what, in your opinion, could be some potential problems with using brainstorming that could hinder creation of the fishbone diagram. So if you're in a staff meeting, I know those are pretty much things of the past right now. If you're in some kind of a meeting and you're looking for what are the things that would keep this fishbone diagram from working, okay? Tell us what you might do to prevent those problems from occurring if you were in charge of the brainstorming session. This will require some leadership skills. Apply those in your post. You remember you're in charge of the brainstorming session. How will you manage dissension or conflict? Make sure that you use well thought out paragraphs, and then you must post first. So I know I showed you last time how to submit an assignment. So let me go back up here. You just click on the title. All of your information is here. And then when you scroll down to the bottom after you've saved your assignment, just click on Browse My Computer and submit that. Now, I have not shown you a post-first discussion, so let me show you what that looks like. So you just click on the title, and I think you're going to see, you might just see, because I'm the teacher. You're going to see a thing that says you must post here first. So then it just says click here to post, and then you're in the discussion posting. But you have to post yours first before you can see the replies, and then make sure that you reply to at least 2 people. Okay? All right. Scattergram. Okay. Develop a scattergram based on the following data. Identify the degree of correlation, positive, negative, or no correlation, as well as if your correlation is strong, moderate, or weak for the data shown. Make sure you choose the correct data column for your X and Y axis. Okay. Okay, so you are given 3 sets of data. The days, the first column does not matter. Okay, so let's go look. I'm going to Wikipedia to show you what a scatter plot looks like. Okay, so this is your process input, and this is the quality characteristic. So these are, look at this, is broken into intervals of 5, and then it kind of starts with the higher numbers. So what you're looking for here is in these days, this doesn't matter because the days just go on, like my heart from Titanic. Okay, so you're looking at the number of hours worked and the number of forms completed. Okay, so you can put number of forms would go here. Forgot what it said. Number of hours. So you can put a data, an interval. Okay, so you're not going to have your days 1 through 12. You're going to have just kind of break it up if this is 5 days, but look at how this is all scattered out here. Okay, so you're going to have the number of forms here and the number of hours worked on the bottom. Okay? All right, histogram. So now in this one, this is a distribution of numerical data. And so you can use information around your house. This one, you can ask colleagues for information such as their heights or shoe sizes, number of vacation days they have left or earn each year. Be careful not to get too personal. Look online for information on executive salaries. You can get any information you want to gather. Do not get personal. You can look around look at some of your utility bills and plot the, usage of your gas, electricity, or water, just one. But on this one, I've given you this information that may help you. So what we're tracking are the number of calls in a half hour. From 8 to 8:30, there were 8 calls. From 8:30 to 9, there were 5. Then it kind of picked up. See how it kind of peaked here, 45 and 50, then down to 30, down a little bit, down, up, down, up. Okay. So what you want to do, and I think I told you right here. So you can use Word, Excel, or hand draw it. You're going to have the half hours. So you're going to have 8, 8:30, 9, 9:30, all down here. And then put an interval up here and put the number of calls, and then you're going to plot it. Okay? All right, here's some more information on the Plan, Do, Check Act. If you were not in my previous class and don't remember this, or you've forgotten, or you just never learned it, that's fine. This gives you information from Dr. Deming's processes, and so this is going to be very important. So make sure that you watch these videos and read this also. All right. So the one discussion and the 3 pieces of homework, and on the homework, just click on the title, browse your computer, and submit it to me. It does not have to be fancy. It can be Word, it can be Excel, it can be hand-drawn, crayons. I just need to know that you can take that data and put it in the homework and submit it to me. If you have any questions at all or need any clarification, please contact me through messages right here, and I will be happy to help you. Okay. My goal is to give you this information and let you, figure out what it is and learn how to do it, submit the homework. But if you have any questions, because I cannot teach this in a face-to-face class. I mean, I could if I were allowed to, but it's an online class. So I am happy to show you how to do it this way and help you. So please let me know. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all faring well under all these things that are going on in the news. And then please let me know through messages if you have any questions. Have a fabulous week, and I will talk to you next time. Thank you.